This video is for the K1 Revelation Lost Sector in Destiny 2, played at the Legend difficulty. We're going to be doing this with a basic set of equipment and a basic set of skills on my part. This Lost Sector is unusual in a couple of ways. It is probably the longest and hardest of the current set of Lost Sectors. I don't think I've ever finished this in under 15 minutes, even with a fancier set of gear. It's also unusual in that it has unstoppable champions instead of overload champions. So we've got unstoppables and we've got barriers. So we're going to be bringing a pulse rifle and a scout rifle. For the scout rifle, I've got a the standard kinetic pulse rifle. I'm using this Geon 7, which drops from various places. It has arc damage, which I need for there's some knights with an arc barrier. For the rocket launcher, tracking module is kind of handy. The boss, he doesn't move around a lot, but you want to hit him from a really long distance away, and he does shift a little bit. I'm also going to be using this on the ogres. So I'm using a void rocket launcher because this Lost Sector has a void burn, so this will boost the damage. Defensively, I have void and sniper damage resistance. There's actually a modifier on this Lost Sector that increases the void damage you take, so this helps counter it. And the thing that's probably going to fry you are the ogres. The knights have a pretty good shot at killing you as well, but the thing that really scares me are the ogres, and so I've got void and sniper for that. Class-wise, I'm bringing in a stasis subclass with the dusk field grenades. And in a break from some of the other runs I've done, I'm not actually planning to use those on the champions. I'm planning to use those on the knights because the knights are really irritating in this. So let's get started. Okay. There are so many acolytes in this. So half the time you're in here, you're just going to be shooting acolytes. This is pretty much scout range distance, or scout rifle range. So I'm just going to be using that. You know what? I'm going to throw a grenade at him. Just to reduce the amount of incoming fire. Did I get anybody? No, they're all gone. So there's a lot of them. You just keep killing them. Don't be in a hurry to move forward. Now when you start to move forward, there's usually a bunch right down here who start coming up the stairs and try to spoil your day. And they will move across to the right, retreat back, pick up the champion, and head back down. It's this little loop. So these guys are headed off to the hills. The champion will go down with them. So you want to head forward and just don't worry about the champion yet. Pick off the acolytes. Sometimes they hide. There's a lot of hiding in this one. Okay, I think that's all of them. So this guy, we're going to whittle down with the pulse rifle. When he loses about a third, he will shield. Like that. When he does, you can either shoot a rocket at him or you can just go back to whittling. Yeah, I think I'm going to shoot a rocket next time. Bang, 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 bang. Rocket. So, What I want him to do is shield again. If I start shooting at him, he may dodge. So what I want to do is wait for him to barrier, and then finish him with small arms fire. If you run out of scout rifle at the wrong moment, just switch over to the pulse. Now, as soon as I step forward up to here, some guys are going to come out. Some will come out up top, some will come out down below. There's a champion down below, so I don't want to run up. And there's actually another very good reason not to run up, which we'll see in a second here. Which is this guy. Because as soon as I take a couple of steps forward, he's going to pop out. But if I step back behind this box and crouch down, he clamps up. So all I have to do is move forward, pop him, and crouch when it starts getting too warm. One more should finish him. Done. Okay. Let's take care of the Acolytes. So now all that's left is this barrier champion. This part can get irritating. Partly because he is a machine gun, but mostly because he likes to do that. Damage, 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 jump away. This is why people don't like barrier champions in the game. Alright. Stagger him. Always load your rocket launcher. Alright. So I'm not going to shoot him because I'm hoping he will stay out. Better reload that. And there's the... Almost got that a little late. Got him. Okay. So. Now comes the start of the really entertaining part. You come up here. Everybody comes out of every hole. Yeah. So I like to come back down here and just start shooting at targets of opportunity. So being down here shelters me from some of the guys up top, some of the stuff over on the side. It's not like I'm going to run out of things to shoot anytime soon. Might run out of ammo. And as stuff proceeds to die, move up, make some new friends. These guys may show their faces, they may hide. Do not even bother going after that knight. As soon as you put some damage on him, he will run away. Try to find all the Acolytes. Sometimes you'll get some up top. That. At some point, you just got to jump across. Did I mention this also has boosted aerial damage? Yeah. Okay, here come the Acolytes. And that's a lot of Acolytes. Yeah, you do take a lot of solar damage in this one, but I think on balance, I'm a lot more worried about the void than I am the solar. Alright, so there's another knight over here. Sometimes you can get him to stand out in the open for a while. Whenever you see an Acolyte, just switch to that, pop the Acolyte. Because what I'm trying to do is clear out all the Acolytes, get it down to just the knight. And I can freeze him. And try to kill him before he gets a chance to thaw and shield up again. Alright, so I got the whole thing, which means that the unstoppable Ogre is headed my way. Now usually, if you tuck in back here, he will dot her off. If not, always aim down sights, slide out. I must didn't even need a second rocket on that one. He was pretty weak. Alright, so we've got a few Acolytes that came out with the Ogre. Remember to pop the flavor crystal. I think there's one more back there. I've got some heavy ammo down here. Need to remember that for later. Now remember that there's guys up here. So I'm going to run across without jumping. Find who's left over here. Okay. So radar says that's it. So pop the Acolytes. You got a bit of a crossfire because there's the guys up there, and there's a handful over here. Got a little crispy over here. Okay, so there's the Acolyte. Not having a whole lot of luck, but I do have my grenade back. So you should be able to just barely make the top. Throw a frost grenade, run under the stairs. Kill him before he thaws, jump off the cliff. Because if you got the last set, an Ogre has come out. Alright, let's... Oh, Acolyte. Oh! And there's the Ogre. So they do wander. Sometimes they just like to kind of hang out up top and, you know, chill. Do Ogre stuff. But they will come out and bite you in the butt. You know, they are unstoppable, so looks like I got some more heavy ammo up there, so I won't feel at all bad about blasting that thing with rockets. The trick is getting a good angle on it. So sometimes you just come up, get the shot, pop, and step off the cliff while you reload. Alright, so it's shooting where I used to be maneuver. Give it a second to see if it stops. No. Alright, I'm gonna hang it over here. Oh, hey, Acolyte. Alright, get my shot. Not gonna shoot a rocket from that distance, that's for sure. Okay, 2 down. Looks like I got a shot at some Acolytes. See if they'll oblige me. Can't say I've ever been a big fan of pulse rifles. I do like a good scout rifle. Just can't get my heart into a pulse, though. Okay, so we've got the 3rd set of guys up here. You can usually kind of work them from this angle. Stairs works well until they start throwing the fire bombs, and then it kind of gets bad. So when you pop him, he'll probably hide. Kill the Acolytes. Get him to hide, run up, frost him. Kill him, and run like hell. Yeah, that Ogre will melt you. So it may or may not, let's go with may, come after you. Shots. Hopefully he's out of his invulnerability period, and he vanished. Where did he go? Ah, there he is. That's a perfectly nice place to be. Okay, Ogre down. I still have heavy ammo down here? Yes, I do. Let's pick that up. Okay, so I got to scrape a few guys off the right side. And then we should be ready for the boss. Still need to get the crystal on the other side. Anybody else? We're hanging out. Doesn't look like it. Something shooting at me. Yes. Okay. So I've got power over there. There will be one champion who comes out during the fight. We're going to have to deal with that. Now, if you've got a ranged super, this is a pretty good place to do it. Otherwise, I am just getting as far away from this guy as I possibly can. Okay, let's pick off some ads. The trick with the champion is you got to find a spot where you can hit the champion without the boss stepping on you. So usually the boss, after a couple of hits, will go retreating back. Kind of open things up a little bit, give you a lane. Either this side or the other side. It's being a little shifty back there. I am at 14 minutes, 33 seconds, which is not great, but it'll do. It just means I need to get rid of this champion and be very careful about what I do next. Alright, so that was a little useless. Doesn't have nearly enough health off to make that worthwhile. So what I want to do is try to get him down. Pop him. Get him. Got him enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ho, 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 ho. Yeah. That was a moment. Okay. So the champion's down, which means all I have to do is kill the boss. The only thing standing between me and incredible glory are these ads that come out as the boss takes damage. Now, you're going to get a couple of these guys up top sniping at you. One comes out right away, one comes out a little later. You've got this nightmare acolyte. Yeah, do not taunt Happy Fun Ogre. Stay well away. Rockets are a long-range weapon. Use it to its full ability. This is why I brought the tracking module. Yeah, so this huge-ass bunch of ads comes out featuring a knight. So not screwing around with you. Yikes. Well, he's dead. Okay. Yeah, once you cross 15 minutes, you go into hyper paranoid. I will do whatever it takes to kill everything mode. Whoops. Okay. There he goes. Now, what else do we have on the board? I don't actually have to kill any of this stuff to get the platinum rewards, but I do have to kill it to get to the platinum rewards, because if I die at this point, it does not count. Can I do this? I have no idea what that did, if anything. Alright, so the two sniper buddies are up there. Alright, is that spare nightmare still out here? Yeah. Maybe. frost grenade him and see what happens. So I didn't actually use my super. So that moment when the knight came charging at me and I froze him and, you know, all those dregs, that would have been a fine moment for a super. But the Warlock super, I want to stay so far. I just don't even want to mess with it. Okay. So that was 17 minutes, 50 seconds. Which is, you know, it's actually a pretty good time for this place. This just, it takes a really long time to grind your way through it, mostly because there's a handful of enemies that just want to poke at you and hide, and they've got shields, and yeah, it's just kind of annoying. I don't recommend grinding this one for any reason. It takes too long. On the other hand, it is, you know, it's pretty fun. It's quite the challenge. And that's it.